Whoa, I'm the first one here. Na, 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 na. I'm the first one here. 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 I'm the first one.
Something very chipper this morning.
Hello, Michael. Of course, you'd have to be the next one to log in.
Well, you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm, even if it is after only 4 hours of sleep.
Well, if anybody's to get worms, I'm glad to know it'll be you.
Oh, what's wrong there, sunshine? You have a rough night, huh? Wake up a little sore, sleep too late?
You're one to talk. We both know you're the one that likes it a little rough.
Well, I got no shame in my game, darling.
And yet we both keep things like this to ourselves, don't we?
I'm not going to tell if you won't tell.
Won't tell what?
Oh, nothing. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning, Jordana. Good morning, Michael. I hope everybody's full of coffee, pumped up, and ready to get started. Woohoo! Last day before the weekend!
Yay, weekend. Woohoo. Yeah. That's 2 days of isolation with Kathy and the kids. It's just chores and freaking cartoons all weekend.
You know, you could spend this time like bettering yourself, learn a new skill, exercise, do something you've never done before.
Yeah, like burn some incense or ohm my way through life sitting on an expensive pillow like you and bend myself into knots for the whole world to see? No.
You really should find something positive to do with your life, Michael. Your wife probably needs a break from you too. And besides, it makes the time go by a lot faster.
Yeah, that works for you, but when are you never not working? Every time I log on, you're there. That's not a life.
Hey, don't take shots at me because I take my work seriously. Judith knows how much I've sacrificed for this company. That's why she made me senior business analyst.
Yeah, she wants you to follow in her soul-sucking footsteps.
I mean, we'll see how much that fancy title means after today. So,
What do you mean?
in yesterday's online meeting, Judith said to make sure everyone was here today because she had some like announcements on how we were going to handle staffing and manpower during this whole thing.
She did?
Yeah, she did. You were here.
Oh, yes, of course I was.
We all bust our humps for her. And now we're probably all going to get our hours cut down to nothing. I can barely pay the bills with what little she pays us now. I mean...
Hey, does anyone else have any really weird stuff going on right now?
No, not until you logged in.
No, seriously. I was about to go out for a run and I got stopped by a cop outside my apartment.
Oh my God, did the drug dealers move back in down the hall?
You
No.
really should find a safer place to live.
No, they didn't, and yes, I should, but that's not it. He said it had something to do with work, and I'm being detained here until his supervisor contacts me.
What?
What?
Okay, that's crazy.
Wait. There's a squad car in front of my house. I'll be right back.
Okay, so what? He just told you not to go anywhere? He didn't give you any explanation or anything?
Nothing.
Damn, Devin, you naughty little leprechaun. What did you do?
Nothing.
Do you think it has anything to do with that project you've been working on?
Well, I'm writing code for our hospital software and doing some web development for a church, so...
Ooh, maybe it's actually a cult.
No, it's not a cult. It's just some Pentecostal church in the suburbs.
Yeah, well, that's exactly the same thing.
What the actual hell, guys? There's a policeman outside of my house, too.
See?
What did he tell you?
Same as Devin. He told me that I'm detained here and I'm to wait for a supervisor to contact me.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
We all work from home. Why the hell would we be detained?
I don't know. They're going to detain someone if they're investigating a crime, right?
Has Judith been in yet?
No, neither has Tim. I'm going to call her.
Yeah, good luck. I tried already twice. Went to voicemail both times.
Voicemail.
See? Like I said.
Oh my God.
This is so crazy.
My guy wouldn't even talk to me. He just told me to go back inside.
Has anyone seen anything of Judith?
You know, I'm going to text Tim. He's supposed to be in this meeting anyways.
Yeah, we should have started already.
Dares to summon the gatekeeper.
Oh, Tim, thank goodness you're all right.
Guys, would it kill you to call me the gatekeeper? Like,
Look,
once in a while?
Gandalf, can you please put your deep-seated issues behind you for just a few minutes? We've got a bit of an issue going on right now.
Tim, has anything strange been going on at your place?
You'd be a little specific.
Yeah, we've got cops at our front doors keeping us from leaving.
Wow, that is strange because, obviously because of state statute 901.152 subsection 2, that the only way that state police can detain a citizen is if they're suspected of committing a crime.
Why on earth would you even know that?
Everybody knows that.
Has anyone been in contact with you?
No one, as if anyone could penetrate my fortress of solace. Okay, I'm looking at my security cameras right now. There appear to be police officers outside of my basement door
In your
right now. Yeah, I guess Mom must have let them in. Mom, how many times have I told you cannot just answer the door for Okay. All right. Give me a second. Let me log into the security cameras.
Wait,
at
what?
the
You
office
can do that?
real quick. Yes. No, Tim, I can't do that. Obviously, I can look at the cameras. Okay, so looking at the office. Wow, this place is crawling with cops. Oh my God.
Any sign of Judith?
No, but some of the cameras are not responding. Okay. Oh, okay. There they are. All right. So I got, cops outside of everywhere. One of them's talking to someone in a suit. I see Judith's husband. She's with another suit. And okay, they're at Judith's office on her computer. Looks like one of them's trying to get into this meeting. Is that
the cable back behind the thing? No, I can't see anybody because there's no. Oh, well, yes, they're here. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Oh,
hey, you
gotta press the button,
the
microphone button at the bottom.
Oh God.
He's still can't hear.
Right there. Oh, so can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh
my God.
Please, Louise.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Detective Chris Marko from the State Police. Before we get started, I just wanted to double check and make sure that everybody is here that is supposed to be here. Let me see. Jordana Rubenstein-Edberg.
Yes?
All right. Michael Smith.
Yes, but you can call me Michael.
Yes. Candace Casey.
Candy.
Candy. All right. Devin Baker.
Present.
Devin. Timothy Stan Lee.
Who dares to summon the gatekeeper?
Is he serious?
Welcome to
Yeah,
our world.
completely.
Very serious.
Jeez.
Are you Timothy Stan Lee?
Well, that depends entirely on who's asking.
Look, son, I'm tired. I haven't had my coffee, and I am trying to lead a murder investigation in the middle of a global pandemic here. So before I ask that rather large officer standing outside your basement door to come in and help interrogate you, I will ask one more time. Are you Timothy Stan Lee?
Yes, sir. That's.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say a murder investigation at our home office?
Yes, I'm afraid so. At 1 a.m. this morning, Judith Ann Carson's husband phoned the police to report she did not come home from work. Now, we came here to J.A.B. Enterprises, and after a short search, we found Judith dead on the floor of the server room.
Oh my God.
What?
Wow,
That's horrible.
Judith was found laying in the floor of the server room with a deep wound to the back of her head. Now, although cause of death hasn't been officially determined, I'm pretty sure that'll be it. Time of death, though, was estimated to be between 11 and 10 o'clock last night.
That makes sense. She doesn't usually log off until around 11. Probably doesn't get home till midnight. That's probably why Barry called the cops so late.
So you know her schedule?
Well, I mean,
Listen, we all do, okay? Judith would sometimes message us at all hours of the night asking about the projects we were working on.
Or to ask some stupid question like, why did we spend $23 on toilet paper the week before?
Or she'll see that I'm still working and she'll tell me it's time to stop for the day.
I see. Timothy?
Me? I'm the IT guru. I know everything. Got access to the logins, usage reports, security cameras, you name it, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Moment, please. Sergeant, can you get this system locked down?
I'm sorry, what? You're doing?
Yes. Go ahead and shut it down.
Okay, that's, you don't.
Thank you. Your gateway is now closed.
Cool.
I'm sorry, do you have any suspects, Detective?
Well, as of right now, the husband is a person of interest. He said he was at home alone last night with no one to corroborate his story.
Right, so he hasn't tried to name a witness or anybody that can verify where he was or wasn't at that time?
No. And speaking of not having an alibi, now we called your house this morning, Michael, since you are listed as primary emergency contact for the firm. A woman named Kathy answered and said she hadn't seen you all night either.
Wait, you're the emergency contact for the firm? Why am I not the emergency contact? And who the hell is Kathy?
My wife.
You're married?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Me, you, and Kathy got wasted at the Christmas party last year. We serenaded the whole shebang with our dirty version of Jingle Balls.
Oh yeah, I saw the copy of that video.
Okay, can we please get back on track here? A woman has just been killed.
You're right. I'm just a little flustered. Emergency contact. Detective, is it okay if I make a cup of herbal tea to calm my nerves?
You go right ahead, but don't be long. When you come back, I'll have some questions for you as well.
It's not like I can go anywhere with your goons right outside.
Okay. Usually like that.
Yeah, no, she's probably pretty burned out. She works a lot of hours, like a lot of hours. And she and Judith were close. Well, I mean, as close as Judith could be with any of her help.
Sometimes I swear she's bipolar.
So, Michael, now if you say you weren't home last night, why don't you tell me where you were?
I was out.
Out.
Yeah, just out.
No, I don't know. Where were you out?
I don't know. I went some places.
Oh, you went some places during a lockdown.
Yeah, but I mean, I was social distancing. If that's where you're going with it, I was social distancing. Trust me.
Oh, so then you do have some alibi witnesses that you were socially distancing from.
Well, yeah, of course I would.
And they are.
Well, look, I don't want to say. I mean, things start getting around the office and people take it out. I don't want to get into all that.
Mr. Smith, do we need to have this discussion in a more intimate setting? Like down at the local police station? We could have your lawyer meet you down there.
No, listen, look, okay. It's not like that. It's I was with Jordana.
What?
Yes. I was with Jordana at her apartment.
At her place?
Most of the night.
Toast of the night.
Yes, we had a bottle of wine. We watched a movie. It was all very innocent.
So, without telling your wife, you went to the home of a female coworker to innocently drink wine and watch a movie.
Yes. Look, okay. It's not like I can hear what you're saying and not saying. Look, I like superhero movies. So does Jordana. My wife freaking hates them. So I went to Jordana's to watch Captain Force Shield, And look, I know that looks bad. I do. I get it. But that means that Jordana and I were together, which means we both have an alibi. So.
Is this true, Jordana?
Wow, I didn't want to say anything. I mean, come on. Attractive young woman like me, older, whatever, guy like him, like he said. It looks bad from the outside. And I didn't want Kathy to get upset with me or him. So, yeah, that is where we both were here watching Major Force Shield.
Captain Force Shield.
Yep. Captain Force Shield.
Really?
Big fan. Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, nothing much. Just Michael and Jordana had an innocent wine and movie binge last night.
Okay, can we get off this? Michael and I were watching a movie. No big deal. The important thing is that we were together and we couldn't have been at the office because we were watching Captain Force Punch.
Force Shield.
Force Shield.
That's what I said.
Candy, can you tell me where you were last night?
Well,
Actually, I can answer that one. Candy and I were going over the Bechdel project, running a few tests to simulate the actual environment that the program would be running in.
And what does that entail?
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hospital collaboration program that ties in all aspects of each department for better workflow, from cardiology to accounting to research, all the way to nutrition.
Yeah, basically it ties the three programs that each department uses together so they could talk more clearly to each other. The simulation environment that we were working on is a build so that patients can be admitted to any branch of the hospital and their information can be automatically accessed from anywhere. And
yeah, we've been working on it for a few weeks now, creating fake patients, entering them into the system, and checking to make sure all their vitals and tests from each department merge together.
It was all Devin's idea. He pitched the idea to the client, and once it's all up, he will be the one that handles all the migration team.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, but it was your background in medical coding that gave me the idea, and I wouldn't have even known where to start, without without your collaboration.
So that's why Candy gets so much overtime. Get it?
Well, I work on evenings and weekends after I'm done with all my other projects.
Yeah, last weekend was a marathon. We entered and ran over 200 individual tests and diagnostics on Saturday alone in the build, and only had 2 glitches.
Wait. Last weekend, Candy, don't you go dancing on the weekend? Don't you have a big dance thing?
Last weekend?
Yeah.
No, it must have been another weekend or maybe a Sunday or how all the days just kind of run into each other.
So then, Candy, you and Devin were both logged into the system last night. For how long?
I don't know. I logged in just before 6 p.m. and Candy was already here. I didn't have my dinner delivered until around 9 p.m. and we still had a few hours of work after that.
Yeah, and seeing that we both live an hour away from the office, there's no way that we could have been there when you say that all this happened.
Is that something that you can check in the security logs?
Oh yeah, easy peasy. I will just check out the. I'll just log into the. Or I suppose that is something you will have to do on your end.
Yeah, I've got people here who can handle that. Thank you.
Okay. That system is kind of my baby. So, if you have any questions or anything, you can feel free to turn it back over to me, and I would be happy to
got it under control. But speaking of your baby, Tim, does anyone else have access to the IT room or the computers and equipment that's in it?
No, just me. Well, Judith does, or did, I guess. She's the boss. Plus, somebody's got to let the wire monkeys in, right?
The wire monkeys.
Yeah, the wire monkeys.
And what, pray tell, is a wire monkey?
That's what I call the install techs that do the wire installs in the office.
You mean you don't install the equipment yourself?
No. Well, you think I'm out there doing manual labor? You know who you're talking to right now? You seen the crazy people outside on the street? You think I'm going to be going? No. I design everything from here. I have stuff sent to the office. I have the wire monkeys come install everything.
Yeah, you don't have to keep calling us monkeys, Tim.
Devin, are you familiar with Tim's systems?
Yeah, I put it in a few pieces before. Tim makes these really crappy drawings and notes that you can barely understand, but it is enough to get it in. And I have to say, it does work every single time. He programs it from home.
See? Wire monkeys.
Piss off.
Hey, you're the one that seems like the low man on the totem pole. Every time I say, hey, Judith, we got to get somebody to come in here and do this. She says, we'll just have Devin do it.
Just because she treats you like crap doesn't mean you have the right to.
You sure about that?
Okay. Now, Devin, how did you get into the IT room to install the equipment?
Well, like he said, Judith is the only person with a key. She had to let me in, and she also stood over me the whole time I was there.
Why does she stay with you? Does she not trust you?
She doesn't trust anybody. That's why the door in that room is set to lock automatically from the inside.
So that's why we had to get a locksmith out to unlock it.
So wait, so that means that she had to walk in there with whoever killed her?
Or whoever killed her had a key.
I was thinking both of those things. Tim, where were you last night between 10 and 11 p.m.?
I, Herondal the Mighty, was traversing the paths of the ruined city of Malthagor, searching for the Eluvian princess Arendelle, who had been captured by the evil half-orc spellbinder Malaluka Kluka.
I'm sorry, can you give me that one more time, but in English?
Dude, it's Whispers of the Fathers. You don't... Okay. It's only the world's largest MMO. It's 7 million people. Has, the population, the GDP of a small island nation. It's a video game, Grandpa.
Oh, okay. So you were playing make-believe in a virtual kingdom.
Wow. It's kind of a condescending, dismissive, plebeian way of putting it, but sure, let's say that.
Great. So while your virtual self was away, where was your physical butt?
My butt was right here in this chair till probably 4 a.m., something like that.
What? How are you even still awake?
I buy energy drinks by the case.
Okay. So I'm assuming since you were online too, that you were also logged into the J.A.B system to go play in Dragonland?
No, sirree, Bob. Now, I mean, we do have one of the fastest web-connected systems on the planet. You're welcome, by the way. But I would never use something like that for my own purposes like that. That is highly unethical, all right? And I think probably illegal as well, considering it's tied into more than a couple government servers. Some other people might have no qualms about abusing the serve systems for their own personal use, but not me, not this guy. Okay.
My officer asked your mother if you were home all night, but apparently she goes to bed very early. She also told us she wears a CPAP machine, so she wouldn't be able to hear you going in and out. So is there any way to verify your whereabouts? Like some type of a traceable path to prove that you were in fact logged in and gaming?
Traceable path? Yeah, I just willingly let Big Brother track my movements. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? No. I use multiple VPNs to create a shadow network. Okay, scrubber networks to clean my footprints. I am a ninja on the dark web. Do you understand me? I am a shadow in the wind. I am a whisper in the darkness. Okay, the only reason you have my entire full name is because I have to do taxes. Do you understand me?
So just to clarify, you have no way of proving your whereabouts last night, and you illegally masked your activity on the dark web, and you designed and built the world-class computer system being housed in the room where the body was found, and you were the only person except the victim that has a key to said room. Did I get that?
Well, it does not sound as cool when you say it like that.
No, it just... One moment, please. Yes. Okay. If you all will excuse me for a moment, there seems to be some further developments in this case. Now, I've got a little bit of information from everybody, but you are not going to be released yet. I'm going to leave my offices outside of all your residences. So you don't have to stay logged in here, but stay home. And if I need you, I will send a message to you so we can speak again. So I'll be right back if I can figure out. How do I turn this thing off? It's the one that looks like a camera. Like, is that it, right?
Wow.
Tell me about it.
So, what do we do now? Just sit here?
Well, I'm going to refill my glass of water. So if he wants me, he knows where to find me.
Is this like really happening?
No, Jordana, no. Just some random cop thought it'd be a funny prank to go online and tell us that a loved one died.
Not sure I'd call Judith a loved one.
Shut up, Tim. You know what I mean.
Mary must be devastated. He's the only family she has. It's
only family? You know what? Screw this. I'm getting myself a beer.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a phone call. I'll be back.
So, watching a movie, huh?
Jesus, Tim, shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
You know damn well what I was doing last night.
Yeah, I do. That's why you pay me the big bucks to keep my mouth shut, right? Hey, that reminds me, by the way, you are late, so I'm not...
You know what? With Judith dead, I guess our deal is off now, huh?
Well, that is interesting.
God. Okay, that is not what I meant, Tim.
Okay, it's not.
God, for heaven's sake.
Mm. All by myself. Then there was one. That's great.
Did I miss anything? Oh, was it just us?
Yeah, just the two of us. Or is it?
Just keep your mouth shut. It's almost not worth dealing with this crap where you just hold it over our heads all the time.
Oh yeah, it's not worth it, right? It's probably just not worth it to keep you out of federal prison.
The cops might be listening.
Nah, I don't care. I got nothing to hide. Short phone call?
Yeah, no answer.
All right, well, I am going to rack up some XP on a quest. Y'all let me know if something good happens while I'm away. The gatekeeper exits!
That guy is so freaking weird. He gives me the creeps.
And not just you. And how do we know that he wasn't at the office last night? Judith did die in the server's room.
I don't know if he ever goes to the office. I don't think he has a car.
No news?
No, it's just us right now.
Okay.
Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. It's allergies.
That's a hell of a case of the allergies there, homie. You might want to start wearing a mask or something.
Yeah, thanks, but I take medical advice from Dr. Seuss before I listen to you.
No, detective. Ugh. What could be taking him so long?
Well, sometimes it takes a long time to get a job done right.
Well, you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, how does one person manage to do 80 or 90 hours of work in a single week? Do you not have any kind of life outside of this?
Yes, of course I do.
How? You're always online working.
Yeah, you sure talk a lot about your social life considering how many hours you put in.
Well, I go dancing. I have my cat at my family. I've got lots of things going on.
Get there. Take that away from right there. Right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I have certainly had a very interesting past few minutes. There's a couple of skeletons in y'all's closets, though. One thing I really don't understand. Wait, where's the nerd?
He's in the land of blah 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 blah, or whatever.
Can you get his camera turned on, please?
A little bit of that, a little bit of that, and fireball. That's right. Know your place, trash. Yeah, how you like? Oh, who dares to summon the game?
Shut up, Tim.
Great.
All right. Well, now that we are all here, found out some very interesting details about this company. Let me tell you, you folks have got some major issues. I did find a couple of holes in your stories, though, and I wanted to find out more about them. Now, Candy, I did a quick search on the internet and found out that you did, in fact, win the Tri-State Jitterbug competition last Saturday. Congratulations. And you even pulled off the double Texas Tommy.
That's right.
No, that's not right. We were testing the Bechdel project on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Now, Devin, I saw you came to work at J.A.B. Enterprises with no experience, very little education, and yet you got a very high-paying job, high-priority job right out of the gate. How'd you manage that?
I guess I just I proved to Judith that I could do it.
Judith. Judith Ann Carson of J.A.B. Enterprises. I found out that the B was for Judith's previous name from a previous marriage. Any idea what that name might be, Devin?
Baker.
Ding, I knew that.
Well, of course you knew that, Tim. You know everything there is to know about every single employee in the company, in fact. See, we found your login accessing the personal details of every single member of the personnel of that company.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
Tim, you designed this system, correct? And you would also know what it would take to, say, cause enough electrical damage to fry the entire system.
okay. Well, hang on. Now, anyone with any kind of basic electrical knowledge would be able to do the same thing. That's.
See, we found some exposed power cables inside the cabinet that Judith's body was laying beside, and her hand showed some signs of electrical burns. I've got the coroner taking a better look at it, but it is possible that she grabbed one of those wires and the shock caused her body to convulse and slam her head into the equipment rack with enough force to kill her.
What? God. Okay.
So you're saying this could have been an accident?
Well, hardly. Yeah, by the way, Jordana, we found your videos as well.
What videos?
Oh, don't be modest, Miss Rubenstein-Edberg. Your live stream yoga classes are a big hit all around the globe, it seems. And according to your website, you charge a mere $30 per month for thousands of clients around the world.
So I run a side business. I mean, what's wrong with that?
How do you find all that bandwidth to live stream your videos? Surely you don't have that kind of a dedicated line in that little apartment of yours, do you?
Wait. What does this have to do with Judith's death?
Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. But it seems Jordana had a class in session last night and couldn't have possibly been watching a movie with you.
No, that's where we were, I swear.
You can stop now, Michael. Barry told us everything.
Barry?
Who the hell is Barry?
Judith's husband, who said he didn't have an alibi for around the time of her death, but he does. Doesn't he, Michael?
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I have a few very good ideas as to what may have happened to Judith Ann Carson and who is responsible for her death. The killer, you see, the killer knew that Judith would be working late into the night, so it would make sense that Candy and her twin sister might have killed Judith because she found out they were bilking the company for thousands of dollars with their overtime scheme. One of the twins might have snuck out in the middle of the night while the other was working with Devin.
Oh my God, Candy? Candy she loved you.
Well, that's right, she did. So it really wouldn't make much sense for Candy to kill Judith because they were actually doing more work than two people normally could. Which, of course, why she is secretly despised by Devin, who feels Candy was making sure he was being pushed to the back of the pack by Judith, his mother.
Mommy!
Denying him a higher position in the family company. And he was furious about that.
Yeah, but I didn't kill my mom.
No, of course you didn't. So we've already established that you and one of the Candys was working on your project late into the night. You had no idea that you were working with a set of twins the whole time. Only one of you did. And that person was also blackmailing them into keeping their mouths shut. Someone who had access to personnel files and a keen eye for detail. Someone with an alibi. The keeper of the gate of all that knowledge also had a key to the room where the body was found. Isn't that right, Tim?
Yeah, I am the gatekeeper. So.
Holy crap. Tim, you were blackmailing them too?
Oh, yes, Michael. See, you weren't the only person being blackmailed by the gatekeeper. But why would he want to kill Judith and lose all that income? His blackmail scheme was paying for hundreds of thousands of hours of gaming and all the high-tech equipment he's running from home. Oh, and speaking of home, we now know you weren't with Jordana last night watching Captain Force Shield.
Okay, Captain Force Shield.
That's what I said. No, Michael, you weren't watching the movie. You see, Barry finally admitted he did have an alibi, that he had been cheating on his wife while she was working late at night, and that his lover would verify this. He also let us know, though, that his lover had to pass right by J.A.B. offices on their way home, and his lover was you, Michael.
Barry, I'm so sorry.
Michael, you killed your lover's wife?
Oh,
Biblical.
What would be the point of Michael killing Judith? You see, he got to spend time with Barry without anyone knowing. With Judith out of the way, Michael would still have the complexities of his own family to deal with. Now, Tim wasn't the only person to know about the affair, though, was he, Michael? You see, Jordana also knew. That's why she leapt at the opportunity to have an alibi, because it is, as Tim said, quite illegal to use company bandwidth to host a private, for-profit company like Jordana's Rock and Yoga Experience.
Hey, I am drowning in student loan debt.
Did Judith find out, Jordana? You see, at first we couldn't figure out if you were really live streaming last night or if you were just playing a pre-recorded video while you snuck out to come to the office.
I was live streaming, I swear.
Yes, we do know that now. See, we looked at the stream logs and you were in fact live streaming last night's class.
Wait, hold on. So if Jordana has her live stream as an alibi, and
Devin was working with Candy.
And the Candys wouldn't have been fired anyway.
And Michael could still keep seeing Barry if Judith was still alive.
Tim would lose his gaming money if Judith was dead. Then
Who killed Judith?
No, the answer to that is quite simple. No one.
What?
Yeah, see, the clue is in the frayed power cables we found inside the server cabinet. Judith was trying to clean the dust out of the server cabinets, and I think she grabbed one of them by accident. The electrical current hit her with such force that she jolted backwards and smashed her head into the server rack. But see, these wires weren't frayed accidentally. No, they were cut with meticulous care sometime within the past week or so. They were cut by somebody who was trying to short out the system, wiping the logs clear, and at the same time getting revenge on the person who was using the system to blackmail them.
Well, hang on. So you mean I was the target?
Yes, Tim, you and your baby. But what the perpetrator did not know was that you don't do the physical maintenance on the system, and you wouldn't have been the one to happen upon the frayed cables. Isn't that right, Jordana?
Jordana?
Fine. You know what? You're exactly right. Yeah, I got sick and tired of paying that fat slime ball every month. So a couple of weeks ago when I dropped by the office to pick up a new router, you know what? Judith let me into the server room to grab one. She walked out while I was going through the inventory, and that is when I saw my chance. I cut the cables. Just enough to get some bare wires to show through, and then I went back home, keeping up my classes until the system went offline. But it didn't. And now Judith is dead, and that bastard is getting off scot-free.
The officer outside your apartment will be bringing you in for manslaughter and attempted murder. Once we're done with you, I'm sure the feds would like to talk to you about your illegal use of government networks for your own company. Cut her off, please.
Wow, that was intense. I really dodged a bullet on that one, I guess.
Oh, well, not so fast there, Timothy. You see, you were also blackmailing your co-workers. That's quite illegal, too. As a matter of fact, I'd be willing to say that all that high-tech equipment there behind you that you've been running your games on was all purchased with ill-gotten goods. So they're probably soon to become property of the state. We'll have some officers sent around next week to talk to you. And I'm hoping you filed all that blackmail money against your IRS taxes. Speaking of taxes, Candy, I hope all of your tax paperwork is correct and put together too, because we're going to be forwarding this information over to the IRS, so they may come knocking on your door too. Michael, I think you probably need to have a talk with your wife. Devin, my condolences, son. All right, well, this meeting is adjourned.
Okay,
well,
so
Devin, I'll get with you on that church thing next week. We'll just, email.
Yeah, that's fine. Just email. 'Cause I'm gonna have to plan a
that's all the
everybody
stuff
else
is
is
wrapped
leave
up.
now.
Mom just died, but yeah, I'll
Get
send
this
that
thing
to you.
to
You want
work
to
to-
Facebook that too, if that's easier than the email. I know sometimes the email.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Oh my God. Those guys are just ridiculous. All right. What is that? Plague song. I wonder what that right there does.
And use the military, modify national policy comitatus to enforce national quarantine.